We're not live yet. Now we're live.
Now we are live. No.
Now we're live.
No.
Yay.
No. Pretty sure we are live. Good evening to you, good gentles. I'm the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Twig.
And it is time for another wondrous evening
It's time for
of
AM
drinking
radio
with Foxy.
With Foxy.
AM Radio, Foxy's Drinking Hour, here on www.thefoxybard.am.
I don't think that's how radio works.
No, it isn't. It's usually WKCBQLRX.
It's usually an amalgam of letters.
It's usually like three of them.
Usually with like W's and K's.
Yeah, it's something about West Coast, East Coast. W's
really?
versus K's. Yes, seriously.
Okay. That's not how you spell coast.
No, it's not. That's. You know what? Let's go ahead and sing a song. You know what? I'm gonna pick this up because Twig, you have a pretty to show the people at home, don't you?
Oh, I do. It's a new tipper. Ooh. For those that don't know, this is the thing that I use to play the circle.
Would you like to play the circle?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the circle.
We're gonna play the
circle.
The circle's behind you, as well as the picks. If you could pass me one. I thought that no, there is one. I'm just blind.
Oh, I didn't actually make this.
Is it too tight?
Maybe a little tight.
I loosened it up for you.
I don't have to use the broken shiv anymore.
No, you don't. You don't.
Unfortunately for me, there's still a hole in this, but that's okay. We're gonna pretend it isn't there.
That's all right. Here's hoping. Here's just hoping to God.
That was too much.
Getting everything wet today, aren't you?
Yep. That's better.
bigger man, I am a bigger man. I'm a little bigger man, I am a bigger man.
Just making fun of the noises.
That's all right.
It is a non-happy circle at the moment.
That's all right. We'll be getting a new one soon enough, and then we'll be able to get that repaired, and we'll have
2 circles.
Exactly. That's the point. We really it's important. It is a useful thing to have 2 of a number of things, and I think 2 circles would be a good idea. If you could put that in its cradle for a moment, because, good gentles, I am the Foxy Bard. I already said that, but I'll say it again.
One twig.
There we go. You said that, but we'll say it again. And welcome to Foxy's Drinking Hour here on a Saturday night. And I believe in tradition. And you know what that means.
It's time for Fiddler on the Roof.
No, we can do that. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know the chords.
It's probably A minor.
Well, it probably is. It probably is. That is just what I mean by tradition, of course, is that here on Foxy's Drinking Hour, every week we have a mystery booze. And this week's booze comes to us from the Hirsch Whiskey Company. Hirsch Selected Whiskeys.
Selected?
Apparently. Hirsch Distillery.
Hirsch
Out of Bardstown, Kentucky. But it was brewed in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Go figure. Brewed in Indiana, bottled in Kentucky, so that way they can call it bourbon.
Yep.
Which never stopped New York from saying bugger all, but apparently this company cares.
They care about tradition, just like us.
The name of the bourbon itself is the Horizon, and it's got a lovely picture of a ship on it, and I think that's cute. And that is the primary thing that, of course, if you know us, that informs the choice of booze that we make. It is the look of the bottle and whether that bottle is pretty.
This one was square.
And square is unusual.
Also, we saw it was discontinued at the liquor store.
Yes, that's the other thing.
Oh no!
That's the other thing. They're not making this one anymore, so we might as well get it. And we will find out why they're not making it anymore, I suppose. That is the
also interesting radio fact. Apparently, is that west of the Mississippi, radio and TV 4-letter names always have to begin with a K.
I was right. It's an East Coast West Coast thing.
Oh, but I don't think it stands for coast. I think it
doesn't stand for coast.
It just stands for K.
It's just a K.
That's what it stands for. It stands for K.
K stands for K.
Yep.
Just like the S in Harry S. Truman.
It's true.
That is true. Look it up. All right. Let's give this one a try. The Horizon. Very mild smell.
I don't know. It's like it's oaky.
I like it.
Maybe it's just pungent.
Oh, it is very sharp on the tongue, though. I don't know. I'm liking it. Personally,
it's like punches you in the face with
it does punch you in the face. I mean, it does punch you in the face. I mean, maybe I just like being punched in the face with knives. I don't know. This is now something you know about me. If you ever come up to me in a rent fair and you punch me in the face with a knife,
if you see the Foxy Bard,
it'll probably kill me, and then I'll be dead, and then the show will that will lead to a show that will be very interesting for a few seconds, and then very
on the upside,
boring.
If you survive, then they have to pay for your student loans.
Yeah, that'd be great. This is the way.
That's what I've been told by everybody. Whenever you're like, "Oh, I don't want to get hit by a car," and they're like, "They will have to pay for your student loans."
Public injury your way into financial stability. Just grand.
It like sits in your throat for like a million years. Like I only had like
we're talking about the booze, yes.
Tiny,
it has a little. I do feel.
I'm talking about the knife that's been shoved into your face.
Apparently, I like the knife in my face. I don't know. It lets me know it's working. Indeed. Why not? And I believe we should sing another song. And you know what I'm kind of in the mood for?
I don't know if we do know Beyond the Horizon. Beyond the Far Horizon.
Beyond the Far Horizon. I do not know Beyond the Far Horizon. Not sure if I'm aware of Beyond the Far Horizon. If I am aware of it, it's just not connecting. The synapses just are not firing properly, and I have no idea why are these two.
I don't know. God rest ye frantic autocrat either, but I feel like I want to know it.
I want to know that one. That's God, yesterday frantic autocrat sounds like a load of fun. But you know what I'm kind of in the mood for? I want to try something. I want to try something new. You want to try something
why is it
completely
that
new?
one that you've been practicing?
We don't have to do that one yet. We can save that.
We can save
We
that.
can save that, but only if you can come up with an alternative.
How about? Well, don't put me on the spot like that. It just makes me nervous.
Well, it's either that or we do the one that's in your head right now.
How about this?
Uh-huh.
How about we have a heart-to-heart?
During which you remember a song, Serena?
Do you want to do Biker Hill?
There we go.
Yeah,
I knew we could get you something in there. I knew it could happen. Good, gentle, I have a confession to make.
Confess that, sinner.
Something. I used to work for a living, and now
there's children in coal mines.
Now there's children in coal mines again.
The punchline.
It's like
we skipped the build-up.
Remember how I said I believe in tradition? Well, so does the state of Arkansas
And
Iowa, a few others, and we're putting children back in the mines.
Something child labor. Here's a song.
Yes, indeed. A song about colliers.
The cheese.
Also a slang term for miners.
Is this open A minor? Has this been open A minor the whole time?
Yep, it's always been open A minor.
I always think this is in C minor.
Nope,
for some reason.
This one's actually in open A minor.
Listen
Always
to
has
me.
been. If I had another penny, I would have another jill. I would make the piper play the bowling as a Biker Hill. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Oh, the pitman and the killing tune, beating bumble, Nathan, gin, and the dance they tuning into the tune of the Aussie Marley. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. First I went down to the dirt and knew how to do picture. Now I got to the train Walker, it's the love I need. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Always in Walker Shore, you know, making more. Higher up to Lord, the Julius and Marley. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Good company, how to take you. Hit it with a summer and some dig. All the way to Walker Shore, the Julius and Marley. If I had another penny, I would have another too. I would make the piper bet, calling us a Biker Hill. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker Shore, call your lads forevermore. How was that?
It was good.
That was good.
It was GEWD good.
Yes, it was. Where does that come from?
The ancient internet.
Oh, indeed.
Homestar Runner.
Oh my goodness, yes. That was
Whatever it was.
indeed. Now,
Spudsing
we have
or
not
something.
finished.
Sudzu.
We have not finished. I do recall that. What was it? Gummy bears and milk?
I think so.
I think that's right.
Like it.
My goodness, these are the things that we remember from.
Dredging up those for you.
Very well. I believe that we shall finish the whiskey that is in our cups, and then we should chase it down with something a bit more palatable, a bit less knife in the face.
But for now, a knife to the face.
I'm getting much more of the oak.
I'm getting much more of the knife to the face.
For me, I'm getting the knife to the face.
Fine, it's more like an oak tree to the face.
And
it's like if somebody took an entire oak tree and was like, "Oh, right in the face.
No, I'm getting knives. There's definitely something a bit more metallic with the knife part.
It's a knife with an oak handle.
A knife with an oak handle, and I'm getting
face.
mostly the handle. You're getting mostly the knife to the face.
It's knifey. What can I say?
Yes, indeed. And now we shall chase it down with, and this is another sort of mystery booze, honorary mystery booze.
My lips.
Founders. We always do like Founders.
We do.
Founders, and this is Founders Stay in a Stout. Founders Stay in Stout. Haven't tried it before, but I do like me a good stout. Would you like me to pop your top? Would you like it in a glass, or would you like it out the bottle?
No. I forgot the glasses for something different.
I mean, we can use it for both. We just might want to rinse it between.
No, I'm not going to finish it until...
All right, very well.
I just took your beer. I'm sorry.
That's all right. There's another one right over there. I'll take yours. This is part of the circle of inebriation. Is I take your beer, you take mine, and in the end, we all get drunk. And it's going to be on Stay in Stout. Stay in Stout. Founders. Stay in Stout. Sláinte.
We drink as we're right about to leave.
Please sponsor us.
Oh, well, that's
that is
pleasant.
Sweet.
That's just nice.
That is
you're
a
like
thick,
a warm hug compared to the nice bourbon.
It is. That is nice and creamy.
Oh, it's so sweet, but not too sweet. It's like hazelnut.
Yeah, I do. I'm getting the hazelnut in there.
I like it. It's good.
It's delightful. Now, shall we do the song that you dread, or would you care to come up with another alternative?
I don't dread it. I'm just worried about messing it up because it's.
That's all right. It's just new.
Hard.
It's just new. This is just part of. It means we know what we're doing. It means that we are improving as artists.
Are you ready to be guinea pigs? Because we haven't done this one in public yet.
Or we could do it after. We could do one we've done already. We could do one that we know.
No, let's just get it over with. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, "Do you want to do that one?" The entire show.
It can just be the
no
the running gag.
No, we're doing it now.
I kind of want to stretch the gag out a little more. We're gonna do Dick with Todd.
You're mean.
I'm very mean.
I'm gonna drink.
That and gives me a chance to use my new capo. This is a new capo, good gents all.
Correct.
Because in Louisiana, she broke her tipper. I broke my capo in a much less cool way. Just the metal part of the spring snapped because that does happen eventually. Every capo I have ever had eventually snaps.
All of our equipment broke at Louisiana because it was the last show of the year and. That's when you need to replace
That's when everything needs to get replaced. And Louisiana is very damp.
It's super damp.
It is super damp, which makes keeping the instruments working an incredible challenge. But that being said, Louisiana has so many other benefits to it that I am willing to slog through that in order to have frozen drive-through daiquiris.
Yes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Grem ich da mit seinem Teil und nach dem Leben Ziel sein Boden schießt auf die Dreifstunde letzte mit zu spielen das Leben schwimmt wieder hin kein Geschmack mehr hin kein Satz steht bei ihm Glas wo was fällt im Grund hin kein Mensch wird uns sagen kann wir verlieren müssen kann und nicht there's going to stop, it's ever up. Virgin of the dying, be like this, but they let me die. Then do not have to leave. I even said up because he does. I could get some Steven. He wants your man, it lives in front. Sit up now, get the yard. All right, where's the sign? Hat gesungen, der hat ja auf den Kaffee und Lex mit den Gründen, liegt die jetzt den Keul, es tut die Keul, die in der Welt verborgen, die auf den Tag des Kanal. Es sei heute der Morgen. Oh, that was fun. Oh, we have gotten some suggestions, I can see. While you look over suggestions, because my eyes just are not working. You have.
I've got dark
What do your
vision.
elven eyes see? My drunken eyes don't see shite. That song came to us from the 16th century. 'Tis in German. 'Tis about death and how it comes for us all.
Cheery.
Very cheery. It's a Totentanz. There's a German word for a song about
Queen
death.
of Argyle. I want to do that one.
Yeah, sure,
I haven't
why
done
not?
that one in a long time, and I like it. Also,
And then eventually we'll do the one that we haven't
Hedgehog
done before.
song. I don't know if we know that one.
Which one now?
Hedgehog song?
The Hedgehog song.
I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure
that
if
one.
I'm
I don't
aware
know
of
that
that
one
or not.
either.
I might be aware of that. I might have heard that before. Does it involve a hedgehog cannot be buggered at all, or is I'm thinking of something else?
Maybe it's the theme from Sonic.
My goodness, that takes me back to elementary school. Am I that old? Oh, goodness gracious. What are we doing?
Queen of Argyle.
Queen of Argyle, right. Let's do
Yeah.
open in D minor. Let's see if I can remember how this is done.
Oh, what key is this in?
D minor. There it is. Wow, she is a creature, kind of temperature, no her can paint the picture on the Queen of Argyle. And if you could see that, boys, if you just been there, swans in heaven, and morning inside, in the garden. Oh, that's the time when no one can touch you. Say, I'm the Queen of Argyle. The evening that I mentioned, I pass a great attention to parts of our country. Never really on the soil in a place of fingers. Scholars and great thinkers are of the splendid show. The Queen of Argyle. Boys, if you just been there, swans and heaven, and morning in the smile. Never ask a pirate, no one can match the beauty of the Queen of Argyle. Right, there's one more
There's
stanza.
one more verse, yes.
Oh no, my friends, I need to see you. I tend not agree with you. Friends, when I deceive you, I'll see you in a while. trying to wait to gain her. For I'm expecting her. Dear hearts and paint the charm, the queen of all of ya. If you could have seen her there, boys, if you had just been there, the sun was in her movement, and the morning in the smile. In the garden, did match the garden. Not one could match the beauty of the queen of all Argyle. If you could have seen her there, boys, if you had just been there, the sun was in her movement, and the morning in the smile. The roses in the garden, the Lord has retired. Not one could match the beauty of the queen of all Argyle.
Wow, that was one of the most bizarre moments I've ever seen. It's just like, he's playing some weird chords there. And then I look over and you just stop and stare at me.
Funny you should mention, I've got alcohol retention, so I do not pay attention when I sing and smile. You've had too much liquor, but the end I'll stick her, and that's how I'll be quicker next time with the queen of all Argyle or something. I don't know.
It's really funny. It's almost like I looked over and just saw like arrow 404 just right across her forehead.
I'm afraid I do not know Ragnar the Red well enough, but you know, it's not that I don't know well enough to say. It's you know what, there's no reason I can't do Ragnar the Red. I'm just gonna have to cheat. I'm allowed to cheat.
You're allowed to cheat.
I just did something very weird right there, so I'm gonna cheat and do
Speaking
Ragnar
of
the Red.
Queen, there was one time
What else is up
for
there
a
as far as
show
like
that we
yes.
actually did learn Somebody to Love for like one of those weird pandemic like live streams. They were like, yeah, you got to learn this song. You remember that one? Yeah, it was for, like one of the Shakespeare plays. We did that. I don't know that I remember. I can remember the lyrics. I don't know if I remember any of the rest of it, but yeah, that was a thing. So we can do that, I guess.
All right, I will do Ragnar the Red.
We're doing Ragnar the Red, and
I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat. Yes.
Okay.
And
great.
scroll up as I go along.
Great. I love being your music stand.
Oh my God, this is weird. I'm gonna switch to guitar if that's all right.
Oh, is it that?
Sorry,
F
this
sharp?
involves
It's
this
not
involves
that bad.
some,
It's just got an F sharp.
Yeah, but I don't feel like doing math when it comes to the bouzouki. I'd rather do math with the guitar because math with the guitar is easier.
That is a weird quirk. Math is easy on a guitar.
Indeed, to be true. So F sharp would be. That's F sharp. All right, go ahead and let me see this thing. Okay. Why did it have to have an F sharp? And God damn it. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Whiterun from Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of big battles and goals he had made. This is a very counterintuitive chord progression, just saying. Where are we? Right. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, oh, you talk, you lie, and you drink all our mead. So I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so they came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave as Matilda charged in for the seal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more, as his bloody red head rolled around on the floor. Very good. That is a very.
I was expecting you to do the no more.
I mean, I could do the more. In the book, it is written with multiple O's.
It's true.
It is true.
And there's that one bard in like Winterhold or some weird place like that that's like, no more.
No, it's not the one in
Remember her?
Winterhold. It's the one you hire in Lakeview Manor, I believe.
No. She's definitely at a hold.
She's definitely at a hold.
Yeah. Like an actual
Like an actual hold
like
at
an
a bar
actual-
somewhere.
Like at a bar somewhere. Because then you can like talk to her dad, who's the innkeep, and he's like, you know, she's not very good, but you know, she's my daughter. So just try to be a supportive father and whatnot.
Are we talking about the one who's dressed like a slut? No shame whatsoever. I'm a slut myself.
Yes, that one.
That one.
Yes.
I thought that she was one of the, she had the good voice actress. As far as like singer.
No.
No.
Well, I guess it's a matter of opinion, but no.
No.
Not really. I mean, it sounds like, to me, it
No.
sounds like the voice actress is intentionally doing it badly.
Very well.
So,
Indeed. Are we ready to jump head first into the madness? Or has somebody else made a request that I
think
cannot
we have
see?
a couple.
A couple?
But
What sort of request do we have? Because I'm having a lot of trouble seeing the comments.
Hello, Candlehearth Hall. I don't think that's a song.
No, that's the name of the.
Oh no,
Maybe.
no, not Candlehearth Hall.
It's not
that
Candlehearth Hall?
lady's actually like good at her job. from
Yeah,
what I
that's
remember.
the dark elf lady,
dark
right?
elf lady,
Dark
yes.
elf lady's a Candlehearth Hall.
Yes.
I know way too much about the
Well,
lore.
we've got a
of-
request for Wild Mountain Time, but that's more of like an ending
Ooh,
song.
I think
I
we
think that there was
shall do
others.
that
I think there was also
eventually,
a
but yes.
request for Ramblin' Rover, if I recall.
Oh, if I can remember that.
Santiano. That's one we haven't done in like ages.
Oh, in forever. I can give Ramblin' Rover a try. See if I can remember any of the lyrics. Would you like to give it a
There's
try?
only so much of the chat that I can see, so if you ooh, Secula's
I can always opt for Secular's Epitaph.
so
That's easy. That's an
if
easy
we
one.
are ignoring your request, it might just be that we can't see it anymore. And yes, Ramblin'
Indeed.
Rover did get suggested.
Ramblin' Rover did get suggested. We can give that a try at some point. But
Everybody
you know,
has a crush
you know
on
what?
me.
I'm going to try Ramblin' Rover right now and see what happens, and then we'll go to Secular's
It's just
Epitaph,
my
and then
will.
who knows? Maybe we'll actually do the thing that I haven't done yet.
Yes,
The thing that
you've
neither
been
of us have
building up
done yet.
to
The thing
all
I've been
night.
building up to all night, and this thing that we have not done yet because it's new. So, although we did do a bit of foreshadowing, but you didn't know.
I didn't know either. What was the foreshadowing?
When we talked about why our instruments needed
Oh, that. Okay.
particular loving care, and why I needed a new capo and he needed a new tipper. She has a new tipper now, by the
I
way.
do have a new tipper.
For those who just wandered in, show them your new tipper just in case they just wandered in.
Ooh, someone custom made this for me
Mhm.
because they saw that I had broken it on the social medias. So, Ramblin' Rover. I don't know this song, so I'm
Neither
just
do
gonna
I.
follow you.
There's so a man aplenty, and look, it's fairly tempting. There I'm over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling over, running and the Dover, around the country over, and to get my face of her. I've run through all the nations, with the light in all creation, enjoyed a wee sensation, and the company didn't decline. Art and it's a pleasure, so take another measure, the good has every treasure, fairly highs are under mine. Silvermen are plenty, and longer fairly hunting, there's men of over 90 who have never yet kissed a girl. Give me a rambling rover, a larking and a Dover, around the country over, and together they so have. You know what? I'm going to skip to the last verse because I don't remember any of the others. I apologize.
Yeah.
I really do. It's been a long time since I did the song. If you've been with arthritis, and you've also got colitis, and you've galloping bronchitis, and you're thinking it's time you died. If you've been a man of action, and you're lying there in traction, you can gain some satisfaction, thinking this is at least a try. Silver men with plenty, and longer very tempting, and over 90. Working on the Dover, around the country over, together they so well, together they so well, together they so well. I need to look up the lyrics to that, relearn it. And I kind of want to bring that back into our regular repertoire. You up for that?
Okay, sure.
What do you think? Do you
Yeah,
like
why
that
not?
song? Do you like that song enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did know
Yeah.
that song. I just haven't performed it.
But you know,
Really?
another, let's do one we've recently brought into our repertoire. That's also in the key of D. Yeah, the one about moonshining.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, sure.
Keep your eyes up peeled today. The excisemen are on their way, drinking up the mountain tea in the hills of Connemara. Together on the butts and the old tin cans, corn, party in the red. Like the devil for the excisemen, keeps the eyes and Barney. Got up for the butcher and a cook for Tom, and the buttons for poor old Father John. Just poor old tear along the hills of Connemara. Together on the butts and the old tin cans. Party in the runner, like the devil from the inside, party in the sun, rising Marty. Swing to the left and swing to the right, the excisemen can do sunlight. Swing up the tea to the broad daylight, to the hills of Connemara. Together on the butts of the haunted gun, corn, party in the run. The devil from the excisemen, get the sun, rising Barney. Stand your ground, boys, don't you fall. The excisemen are at the wall. Jesus Christ, they're tricking us all in the hills of Connemara. Gather all the bucks and the hills in town. Corn, party in the run. The devil from the excisemen, get the sun, rising Barney. Together all the bucks and the hills in town. Party in the run, rolling the devil from the excisemen, get the sun, rising Barney. I like that one. That's fun. And you know, Secular's Epitaph, I think, to follow that up with.
Yeah.
So, that song, of course, is about moonshining, about which, to be clear, by the way, because a lot of Americans might think of it in the following: Ireland never illegalized alcohol because they aren't that dumb. So, but you do have to pay taxes. You have to pay taxes.
So that song is about moonshining.
All right, but moonshining in Ireland,
it's legal.
You got to pay taxes.
They just don't want to pay the tax on it.
So if you don't pay, that's what makes it illegal, is you're not paying your taxes.
Indeed.
Because they get enough money. They really do. They're fine. They got it covered. I'm pretty sure. There we go.
You can trust Foxy. He's very trustworthy.
Indeed, I am a trustworthy Foxy. It'd be true.
I'm gonna drink the rest of this. I still haven't finished the first shot of this because it's very nice.
It's just knife to the face. Knife to the face. Are you enjoying your knife to the face? I think she is. I think she's liking my knife to the face. It'd be true. All right, I think Secular's Epitaph, which for those who are unaware, Secular's Epitaph is the oldest complete song known to us here in our modern Middle Ages.
It was scrawled on a tombstone, which is
Indeed.
why it's called the Epitaph.
Aye, indeed.
Also, it is Alexander's theme in Civilization 6.
So
you might recognize it.
Indeed, I think it's also the scene theme for in Civilization 5 for well, what is it, Pericles? No, Theseus.
I haven't played 5. So
I might
don't
be
know.
mixing them up, honestly. I might be mixing them up.
Anyway,
But yeah.
anytime you hear anything that's like supposed to be about ancient Greece that's made after like 2015, they usually like use this. So there you go.
De los afronos
While you live, shine on, dance, rejoice, and seize and beg. We'll be here until we're gone. Time demands to be heard. Uns ist einer mehr than lost in Liebe. Soy honest and often, but get us up shine on, dance, rejoice, and seize and play. We'll be here until we're gone.
To be dramatic.
Well, I believe we have teased the good folks for not quite long enough. Before we sing the song that we've been teasing for the whole show, I don't think I know Copperhead Road. That does not ring any bells. I don't think that rings a single bell. I apologize. But before we sing the song that we have been hinting at the whole time, I wish to have a little bit more of our nice bourbon. We went from
I just finished
the
other
Chrysler
one.
Building to Knife in the Face.
Well, I think I look like the Chrysler Building.
I
just think of that line every single time. Goodbye, Cork.
Where'd the cork just jump out of
You're
your
gonna
hand?
have to drink the whole thing now.
Where'd it go? Where's it? I don't want to drink that whole thing. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it that much.
The curse of the knife bourbon.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
Yeah, no stouty ales tonight, indeed.
No stouty ales? What?
Last week when we had the stouty ale, and you were like,
Yes.
"This ale is so stouty."
It was a very stouty ale, and what was it called? Rat bastard, bloody bastard, backwards bastard.
I think it was backwards bastard.
I think it was backwards bastard. But this is snug and tight. No, it's staying stout. I was close. And this is very tasty. But first, we're going to have a bit of this week's. So, for those who do not recall from last week was Great Jones, which looks like the Chrysler Building, and this week is the Horizon Hirsch by Hirsch, the Horizon, which this one I actually felt was a bit more knife to the back of the throat. Just so you're aware.
Scottish drinking songs.
Scottish drinking songs.
Tinker's Wedding.
We do have Tinker's
That's kind of
Wedding.
a
That
drinking
totally
song.
counts as a drinking song. I think that counts as a drinking song.
Yeah. So it's not in Scots.
So before we get to the thing that we've been
Gaelic, but it is
foreshadowing
in,
all day, then we're going to do something else.
Now I'm kind of having fun drawing it out. If anything,
Yeah, I know.
it's-
You weren't on board with it initially,
I
but now
realized
you
I
are.
kind of was of the nip it in the bud approach, but now I also like procrastinating.
Ha!
So,
You're learning. It's grand. So yes, eventually we will do the song that we have most recently learned, and we shall debut it a bit. And hopefully I'll remember all the lyrics. But before we do that, let's do a song where I'm pretty sure I'll remember all the lyrics, but I thought the same thing for...
We do this one a lot.
We do this one a lot.
It's
This
on
song-
the album.
This song is called The Tinker's Wedding. It's in Scots English. Which is what happens when Scots Gaelic and Middle English have a drunken night together and have a bastard child as a result. If you have trouble understanding what I'm saying, just drink more scotch and I promise it'll make sense.
his tent, old and young with one consent, resolved to have a wedding now. Right with one well-known Scot, who drinks and good and mess to be shot for Rachel Marshall Lord. His lease and show is match with Kelly's pay, white match for this himself. With Lorman and Panther, Cannon himself, the Clayton was the border. Her up the tinker's bed. The priest was there with some face, no point to claim a Christmas. I put a little, I played the grace, let the gods are steering. For beef and mutton and pork and veal, Texas nuts and fresh cow hill, for Saggers hand and Callow jail, they carry no white career. Her up the tinker's bed. Lord, which in the place and Indian Lord, it comes with so appear Lord. Take him round his table, we dance and drank, we swore and sang, call and greet the whole day long, bang and tangle among the hands and laugh the tongues of babble. Her up the tinker's bed now. Before the truth, the twits are medieval and moving down the fire of ancient youth, and every quest is hard. Takes at once to go the hill, and it's the life that takes the quill. Broken and deep and struggle still to carry on the window. Hurry off of the tinker's then. With under the suits, they wheeled them back to boots. The bells they went on slack. Fiddlers playing through like they black. A pine farewell the whiskey. Javerian CC and body is long. Bagpipes in the fire they flung. Totally as them the ringing for wrong. The regular touch of the whiskey. Hurry off of the tinker's then. Her off of the tinker's head. I believe my eyesight is going. Even more so because of the whiskey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you sure you're not just
I am sure I am.
That's
I'm
what
not.
nice
I'm not.
does.
I am not
this
sure.
This is your brain on nice bourbon.
I am not sure that I am not. I am quite sure that I am.
What are you even talking about? All right.
Now, here's the question. Are we finally ready?
I think we're ready. I think that we're ready.
For the song that we have been foreshadowing the entire evening. Good chances all. We have been working on a song lately that we first started learning when we were down in Louisiana. Remember how we mentioned that our instruments required special care because Louisiana is wet? Well, you know what? Louisiana gets us wet too, and so does this song.
Sorry,
it's all part of it. It's a drive through daiquiris. It does it a lot. That in the French Quarter.
Yep.
But good, Jim. Yep. Speaking of the French Quarter, and speaking of Louisiana, Cajun is a language. It is indeed. It is French with a southern accent. It is something that I'm still working on. This is very much a work in progress, but I'm going to give it a try anyway, especially after I've had a few to drink. I'm up for this. I like the sound of that, by the way. Wow. That is not what we're going to do, but that's interesting.
Anyways.
Let's give this a try. A little song in Cajun. Come to us out of the bayou. Song about Mardi Gras. Because why not?
I'm going to forget this the entire chord progression immediately.
I put that
is
way
this
too
an A
fast.
major?
Yes.
No, it totally is.
Do you want to start from the top?
I told you I was going to forget, yes. Get ready now.
Let's just get that rhythm going. tout le tour du vieux. Papa se voit pas en de charité, comme son patate de gâteau. Capitán, voy hasta un flac, on embrasse, on s'arrêtait, on vient de voir, on vient de voir, à comment ce soir.
You know, that wasn't half bad for pulling it out of our ass and doing it for the first time to try it ever doing it in public. That is a work in progress, but you got to see our work in progress.
We decided to try it for the first time in the safety of our own living room.
In the safety of Foxy's drinking hole.
So that we can flee if we need.
Indeed. So yeah, that is our first attempt at Cajun. Actually, I'm not sure if that's our first.
Oh, good. The guitar sounds
Anyway.
good. That's good because I forgot most of those instruments.
The name of that song is Danse de Mardi Gras. That's Danse spelled Danse.
That means
I think.
Dance of Macrame.
Because everybody knows that when you live in the bayou, what you really need is interesting knitting.
It's true.
You know what? I'm not going to say that that's not true. I really don't know enough about Cajun culture to know whether or not knitting plays a large part. It might. It really might. I don't know. Do you? Do you know? Does knitting play an important part in Cajun culture? Do you want to do Wild Mountain Time?
Oh, yeah. Let's do Wild Mountain Time.
I think Wild Mountain Time sounds like let's chase that down with some beer. Why is it the drunker I get, the more the knife in the face becomes apparent?
It's the power of
when I started, I was
suggestion.
very close to being sober. Close because I did pregame the show. For reasons.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
But now that I've had a few, suddenly the knife to the face hits me much harder than it did before. And I don't know why that is.
I'm hilarious. You know, when he presses the end stream button, just remember that I'm the one who still has to deal with it after that.
It'd be true. Oh, where was I? I do not believe I know Je t'adore. Je t'adore. Je t'adore.
Nope.
That sounds like every other French song that exists. It just means I love it. You.
I think there was a suggestion for 7 Drunken
I love
Nights.
you. Was there a suggestion for 7 Drunken Nights?
A while back, if you wanted to do it.
You.
Or we could just do Wild Mountain Time. Wild Mountain Time.
Oh, that's how you get home on a Monday night. As drunk could be. Do you want to help me sing this not knowing the verses at all?
Okay. You have to help me if I don't know him.
I saw a horse outside my door, where my old horse and me. I'm going weird with the chord progression.
You are.
An E
Whatever.
minor there, why not? So I calls me wife and I says to her, will you kindly come to me? Who wants a horse outside my door, where my old horse should be? That's your part.
You're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That is just my Roomba. Vacuuming outside.
That's funny idea I've shoveled.
I just thought you were going to help me.
But a Roomba that runs on hay I have never seen before.
It's an EV Roomba.
It's an E. That's how they do it now. Good to know. So I got on a Tuesday night. As drunk as me. I saw a coat behind the door where my coat ought to be. So calls me wife and says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the coat behind the door where my coat ought to be?
Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's just the ghost that lives in the corner.
But a ghost who can be dry cleaned I have never seen before. As I got on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I sat to boots beneath the bed where my boots ought to be. So I go to wave and says to her, kindly down to me, loves the boots beneath the bed where my boots ought to be.
Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. Those are two chinchillas that are twins.
As many I've traveled 100 miles and more, but chinchillas that don't come in triplets I have never seen before. Are you going to look it up to see if I'm pulling this out of my arse? I don't know how chinchilla biology works. As I go on a Thursday night, drunk as today, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my pipe ought to be. So I calls my wife and says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the pipe upon the chair where my pipe ought to be?
Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. It's a surrealist painting, and it's not a pipe.
It's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, but a surrealist painting in Gaelic I've never seen before. As I got home Friday night, as I saw a head upon the bed where my head ought to be. I calls my wife and says to her, kindly tell to me who owns the head with you in the bed where my head ought to be.
Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's just the milkman that I murdered earlier.
It's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, but an Irish corpse that actually rots I've never seen before. They're usually pickled, you see. I saw hands on her breast where my hand should be, and I calls the wife and I please says, who owns the mitts upon your tits or mine? It's up to me.
Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. But it was supposed to be a seashell bra, but I got it off of Wish, and it's a little weird.
It's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, but something that arrives late from Amazon, that just happens all the time. I don't even know why I thought that would do. And as I got home on a
Sunday.
Thank you. Sunday night. As drunk. I jumped a man sneaking at them. There was a guy. He had average build and blonde hair at 3:15. That's what rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
And I calls your wife and says, hey, Twig. Sorry about that. Will you give me a decent explanation or something or other that explains who was the man sneaking out the back 3:15?
Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. I'm gonna level with you as Robbie Taylor.
But a Robbie who leaves before 9:30 I've never seen before. If you know Robbie Taylor, then good for you.
Inside joke,
That
I
is,
guess.
that is for those who know him.
Hello.
Good day to my friend. That is the Mr. McFeely to our drunken Mr. Rogers.
I guess.
Indeed.
So, did you want to do Wild Mountain Time?
Let's do Wild Mountain Time, and then we shall finish off with the thing that we always finish off with, which is more whiskey. But I think that we should do that more often. At Ren Fairs, by the way.
The anxiety.
No. Our weird version of 7 Deadly Nights where you make it up.
I know, that's where my anxiety comes from. Is having to do that every time.
We're gonna have to get over the anxiety. We're in the key of D, by the way.
Snip, snip.
Snip.
Snip. I'm gonna capo your nose.
Yeah. The summertime is coming. Trees are sweetly blooming. The wild mountain time goes around the blooming heaven. Really a gold lasting on. We'll all go together where the wild mountain time goes around the moon heaven. Really a good lasting on. I will build my love a bower by on clear and crystal fountain, and around it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Here you go, lassie, go. We'll all go together where the wild mountain time goes around the mountain heaven. Here you go, lassie, go. My true love, she was gone. I will surely find no other. Where the wild mountain time goes around the moon heaven. Will you go, lassie, go? We'll all go together where the wild mountain time goes around the moon heaven. Will you go, lassie, go? Summertime is coming. The trees are red and burning. The wild mountain time casts its scene in the weather, and we go lasting. We'll all go together where the wild mountain time goes around the moon heaven. Will you go, lassie, go? We'll all go together where the wild mountain time goes around the moon heaven. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie?
Oh, is it that time again?
It is that time again, good gentles. Oh, it is that time again where we're going to sing our final song. But before we sing our final song, good gentles, I would like to remind you that I am the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Twig.
We hope you have enjoyed your time with us, and if you have, you may feel you can give us money. You can. There's a link.
You can give us some fucking money.
There's a link in the down there. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, you don't have to.
Indeed. But
There is a link in the description if you want.
that being said, this is a good time to tell you what we're going to be up to in the near future. We're going down to Florida next week.
We are.
Either
We will be.
probably Tuesday, I think, is when we're heading
They
down.
don't need to know that, but they do need to know that we're going to be at the Venezia Renaissance.
The Venezia Renaissance Fair next
Bonita
weekend.
Springs.
In Bonita Springs, Florida. And
And
we're going to do that
also-
for 2 weekends. And then we're going to go to the Florida Renaissance Fair in
In-
Deerfield Beach, just north of Miami. And we're going to be there for
8 weeks.
8 weeks. Oh my
We're
God.
going to be in Florida for a really, really long time.
Maybe true.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have to make a Foxy PayPal at some point soon. But either way, good gentles, we hope to see you in Florida. If you are in Florida, if you're going to be in Florida, come to see us at the Venezia Renaissance Fair as well as the Florida Renaissance Festival. And I think that's it. Usually I got to like hawk CDs and pins, but they can't buy those unless you get a band camp.
You didn't put the link in
But I
the
didn't put the
description.
link in the description.
So they can't. Anyways, I think it's time for our final
I
song.
have a confession to make.
Confess to sinner.
Thank you very much. That confession is so long ago. I was going to be a member of the clergy. I was going to be a rabbi. I went to yeshiva for 5 years, and I studied Talmud. Here's the thing, and I'm going to get something off my chest. There's been a fair amount of anti-Semitism in the world lately, and one of those forms of anti-Semitism centers around people saying lies about the Talmud. The Talmud is a holy book in Judaism, and it is a holy book that I spent 5 years in theological seminary poring over these enormous tomes and these enormous blocks of text. And I see these anti-Semites who will quote from the Talmud out of context, and they will say things like, I've read the Talmud and I know what's in there. No, you haven't, you bloody liar. The Talmud is enormous. So many volumes. So much text. You have no idea. It's insane. So many. You tell me you've read the Talmud. No, you haven't, you liar. I haven't read the Talmud, and I spent 5 bloody years trying. I spent 5 years studying the Talmud, and I never finished it. Don't you lie and tell me you've read it when you... I'm sorry. Point is, I studied the Talmud. And you know what is written in the Talmud? In heaven there is no fear. It's in there. That's why we drink it here.
Stop screaming.
Sorry. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. All right. Where was I right? This is the part where we find out your theology.
Shut up. It's okay. Mwah. It's okay. You don't need to shout.
It's all right. What is on the screen? What's not in heaven? Tell me.
Freezing rain, mud, snow, cold. Those
There's
are all
some-
from the same person.
Sounds like
parakeets,
you're going to Florida
curtains,
too. Where?
stouty alies.
Too many things.
Okay,
Sorry.
fine.
All right, let me see. Where am I? Okay. Hi. In heaven, there's no freezing rain because the cold causes me nothing but pain, which is why I'm going to go to Spain, where it's warm and there's no freezing rain. There we go. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Oh, in heaven there are no parakeets. which is a shame. They have amazing feats, like eating nothing but dried beets. I mean, you're not going to Google it. That might be something about parakeets. In heaven, there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven, there is no spam until I slaughtered an unfortunate ram, who, by the way, was named Pam. I ground off their meat and made them into artificial spam. In heaven, there is no beer. We usually drink it here, but I made it from a ram. When we're gone
you
from...
can market that as like some kind of health food. Like,
we could, it's kosher.
it's
Our
kosher.
friends will be drinking all of it.
That's why it costs $4 more. Even though they're easier to raise. Go fig. Controversial hot take on goat products in grocery stores.
Very well. All right, let's move on. Where were we? Right. In heaven, there is no corn whiskey, which of course is rather risky, because that's the thing that gets me frisky, because the corn is ribbed for her pleasure. In heaven, there is no beer.
For your pleasure.
So I would drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all beer. In heaven there is no moonshine, because I drank it all out among the pines, which is why my verses are asinine, because I keep drinking moonshine. And there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. In heaven, there's no fish and chips, which means I'll just have to keep taking some nips, which makes it harder to make witty quips. You know, I'd rather just stick to fish and chips. Oh, and there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone
Tell us more
from
about
here.
your pain, Foxy.
Oh. You really want me to tell
Now,
you my
do
pain?
another one for the list.
All right, you know it. In heaven there is no amaretto, because we took it away from Geppetto. And it's because of him I can now sing in the falsetto, because we took away Geppetto's amaretto. In heaven there is no... He got bored. That's why we sing it. I'm his little wooden boy.
Drinking all the beer.
Where are we? I forgot. I can't see a bloody thing.
You have dry gin.
In heaven there is no dry gin, because the preacher said that it was a sin when he saw what I did with that pin when I stuck it to suck out all the dry gin.
Oh, okay, that's not where I thought we were going with that.
That's why we drink it here.
Honestly, that says more about me than you.
When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. All right, let me think what I got. Oh, I've got one. I'm sure. I'm going to make it up. Oh, in heaven, there are no curtains, because I think that I am certain that that's the reason vampires are hurting, because they can't block out the sun with their curtains. In heaven there is no... It made sense. That's why we drink it here.
Why don't you do one more? Yeah, really, no, do one more.
Friends will be drinking all the beer. All right. Let me think of something. All right. I think I've got it. In heaven there is no CrossFit, 'cause I'm too tired. Just let me sit. And oh my God, in my pants I did shit because I've been doing too much CrossFit. In heaven there is no, it's too strenuous. That's why we drink it here.
It's poetry, and it tells you.
When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Oh, and there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. When we're gone from here, our friends will be drinking all the beer. Our friends will be drinking all the beer. Our friends will be drinking all the beer. You can't tell me what's in the Talmud. You don't know a damn thing. I do. And I've only read like part of it. It's true. Actually, I'm not special. I just sat in the room for long enough. Good gentles, I am the Foxy Bard.
And I'm Twig.
And we do hope you have enjoyed your time with us. Where does the go?
It's over there.
Put that in its cradle.
Fine.
If
Release it.
Releasing. Good gentles, thank you so much for joining us here on this lovely Saturday night. We are now going to start packing for Florida, where we shall be for 2.5 months.
Oh, and here I was in good spirits. No, I'm kidding.
I'm still in good spirits.
It's not the Florida part; it's the packing part. I just don't.
Packing for 2.5 months.
I just don't want to pack.
We
haven't even started.
No, indeed. Like I'm wearing clothing that ultimately will get packed, but still needs to be washed.
Same.
Indeed.
Yep.
Oh my God, we're screwed.
We are.
I'd be true. We're gonna have to do laundry at me mother's.
Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this live stream on this lovely Saturday night.
Indeed.
And we are not talking about your mother on the live stream. I'm cutting it off now.
No, we're not talking about your mother. Thank you for joining us, good gentles. We shall see you soon. We shall see you as far as live streaming goes. Probably not next week. We're going to be going down to Florida. But once we are in Florida,
we will see.
We will be bringing the equipment with the intention of doing more live shows.
Live shows are more difficult to do in a field. In a park. Where there's lots of people who are like, hey, you live in a tent and I live in a tent. Maybe don't be loud. So
we'll see what happens. Listen, I mean, I'm loud enough in a small Manhattan flat.
It's true. I'm pretty sure all of our neighbors can attest to that.
You know what? They're Jewish, so they're all right with what I had to yell about.
Foxy part! Anyways, that's you. That's you and your drug. This is your brain on drugs. Anyways.
Enjoy your evening, good gentles. We're so glad to have seen you. I'm good. I've got a thing over here.
You have a little
yes. No, I got to press it again. Good night. Yeah.